Hello, and welcome to another Here's the Storm Quick Tip. Today I want to talk about tunnel visioning, why it's bad, and why you do it. Um, so, the primary thing is tunnel vision is focusing on a goal or objective uh, to the absolute ignorance or, simply blocking off your vision of everything else around it. So, in this case, what are we focusing on in the context of this replay? Well, we want to get this boss. Look at this boss. Come on. It's a, 20-minute boss. The enemy team's on it. There he took some damage. This is the what we got to do. We're going to go kill him. We're going to make up for all these basically dead keeps and then we're going to win the game. Yeah. And that's well and good to have a goal. That's totally fine. The problem is when you ignore other things, such as this Deathwing, which is way out of position and free to die to your many DPS. But instead, what we're going to do is run in, clumped, into a Cataclysm, split, get on a boss point which we can't hold against, again, a Deathwing and a Muradin, and then all die. And then lose the game. So, how do we avoid losing the game here? Well, again, it comes down to why tunnel visioning is bad, and what you want to do is, okay, so you want to go ahead and get top boss. And you're coming as a team. The first thing you want to do is realize that the boss isn't really important if you get kills. If you get a bunch of kills, you have a Zul'jin and a Ming, you're going, and even Gazlo, and you're going to clear the boss up pretty easily. Also of note, because of how they've been getting keeps, which is the Asmodean ult, the front wall is completely intact, which means the boss is going to take forever to get through it, especially this boss because it's pretty weak. And if you didn't know, the Alterac bosses are basically garbage unless you push with them, or they have the Reavers, or whatever they're called, the big gnoll looking dudes that aren't actually the gnolls on the camps pushing with them. These things. Then they are quite strong, mostly because they tank all the damage for the minions and the catapult replacement here, and these do all the work. And these are also quite tanky in themselves, so even when the boss dies, it takes forever for a wave to die. That's why sometimes on Alterac you'll see waves that are 2 or 3 essentially normal waves thick on top of like cores and just killing keeps on their own when you send a boss. The boss itself is not really a threat, but if you let the wave stack up, then it's a threat. So, enough on that little tangent. What you want to be looking for here is a quick kill if you can, especially because you're taunt, you are glass cannon Ming, and you have guillotine. And so you have a lot of burst damage, so you can just blow someone up instantly. And so we're running in. And we want to look for anyone standing like here or here, and we see the Deathwing. So what do? We should instantly all turn on this Deathwing, except for the variant who can maybe try and body block him in and just delete him. Because again, the boss does not matter, but killing this Deathwing means anyone else you catch should be dead, in theory. And the other reason is because if you leave the Deathwing alive, this is also going to make it really, really hard to take the boss anyway. So even if you're like single-mindedly you have to take this boss point or die, if you don't kill Deathwing, you're not taking the boss point because he's going to cover this with the fire, Molten Flame, and then he's going to stand on it because he's unstoppable. And if he had fear, then you really can't take it. But yeah, so no matter what, this is going to be your number one threat, and running toward it, you should recognize this is going to be the number one problem in taking this in the first place. And the other thing that happened here is, the Asmodean got pushed out, and spoiler alert, this Ming actually saw that, so we double down because not only are we splitting, we're not going after the Asmodean either, who is a free kill now, because the Deathwing's going to queue in, but it doesn't matter, you have 4, you just send 2 this way, and you cut them off and kill them. And the variant can probably live long enough if he doesn't go deep, and get back. So And so that's just an example of what happens with tunnel visioning. And you'll see this a lot, especially in Storm League games where not everyone's on the same page. Some people will go do one thing, which is we're all going to run and try and take clump on the boss. And then this other person's going to go do something else, which is like look for kills and harass the backline. And then this happens. So this was completely avoidable and just something you don't want to do in your own games. Don't tunnel vision. It's good to have goals. It's good to talk about how to get those goals done. It's bad to just single-mindedly like go and run at a thing. Oh, I want to go kill a keep. Well, okay, we're all just going to run at it, and then whatever happens, happens. Try to have more of a plan than that. All right, I hope that helps, and have a great day.